Alrighty. Hello. Time to wait. I hope we're not waiting anymore. I haven't live streamed in, oh gosh, like a year. I think that's about the time it's been. It's a little weird to be back. Let me get some things real quick set up, and then we'll be off to the races. Oh, come on. Where's my... Whoops. Where's the chat screen? Can I not have these both set up? I'm over here. 2 monitors. Still can't see all the things I need to see. Alright, well, hey fella. My name is Matsy. Me live and me on a script are going to be wildly different. Before I go any further, I'm going to check out if I can hear this. Or if y'all can hear this. Where's the chat screen? Can I have these both set up? It sounds like you can. Let me know if that's too quiet. If I'm too quiet, I can fix some settings up or whatnot. My my playthrough or my replay seemed a little quiet. Dropped frames 25% in the last 2 minutes. I'm sorry. That's kind of stanky, but whatever. All right, look. This game, kind of fantastic. I'm not sure if you've been following along. I kind of love this game. And I'm going to teach some folk about how to survive your first day. I went over in the last video. No, I'm going over in the video I'm making right now. I was editing it right before I went live. What the best spawn locations are. And a quick rundown of that is Riverside, Rosewood, Muldrow, and then West Point. Riverside has the lowest population, a couple good safe house locations. Rosewood's got a nice medium population. Muldrow, you know, you've got that large strip and it's on the highway. You're going to have a lot of zombies to deal with in Muldrow. But I remember when I started playing the game a year ago, people were talking about how it was like the best place for beginners. I don't agree with that. I don't think anybody agrees with that anymore. And then West Point is obviously, it kind of doesn't make much sense. Rosewood looks like it would be a lot bigger, but West Point's pretty darn big. I mean, my friends and I on multiplayer have tried to spawn here in West Point because it's the closest to Louisville. And every time we make it to Louisville, we realize one of us got bit, one of us is sick, one of us just forgot something in West Point. It's not easy to get set up. Funny man Brett, would you recommend running this game on an SSD? Yes. An SSD is pretty good for running games in general. It'll load a lot faster, and it will you're not going to have as much chugging as you would with an HDD. If you can get an M.2 drive, an M.2 SSD, I think it is, that is the peak performance that you're going to get out of a not hard drive. Is it a hard drive? I think it might be a hard drive. I haven't built a computer in a while. Okay, dropped frames is going to be a problem here, I guess. I'm not sure what I can do about that. Let me see. We'll close that down and see if that fixes her up any. So I'm going to go ahead and start in Riverside because I would like the easiest setup. And I mean, I'm going to start with Burglar, so it's not like it's not like anything's going to be lost, you know? Like, I can drive to another town. Okay, so traits. I've actually got a script set up. And I'm like, you know, full disclosure, I'm going to just upfront announce this. Everything I'm about to say about traits is in Retinaru's Traits and Exploits video. You can go watch that and get the same information here. So I'm going to skim through this. I'm not sure, you know, depending on how new you are, you might look at the negative traits and be like, you know, you might be apprehensive to take some of these. Don't. Like, these are, not all of these are game changers, and a good chunk of these will go away after a month or like 4 months in game, assuming you can survive that long. I have yet to make it to like more than a month, so I'm not gonna judge you for not wanting to take some negative traits. That'll go away in time. Thanks for all your hard work. Thank you for enjoying it. That is the big part. I like making videos. Most importantly, I want to make videos that people like. So I will load up the traits I usually take, and I'm gonna have to switch this around because it never actually saves. But underweight. Okay, let's just go from the top. Slow healer, not that bad. I mean, it's gonna change how you interact with injuries. Most of the time, you are just going to you're just gonna want to keep an eye on your injuries and make sure you're changing your bandages as soon as they get bloody. You want to keep a close eye on that. Underweight is not great, but it's not terrible. You are going to get that -1 to fitness, but that's fine. You can work past that. You got a low strength, low endurance, and prone to injury. That's not, fantastic. But here's the thing. You can always eat more food and fix that. Claustrophobic. This is Mike's a little quiet. I can fix that up right now. There we go. And bop bop. All right. Let's see if doing this helps any. That does not look like it's helping any. I've got a quick fix. I can just... How about that? This is a very quick fix, and I'll have to mess with this off stream. But if that's any better, that's fantastic. 1K, bro, let's go. I know. It's nuts. It's crazy to me that we hit 1K. The one and only thing I'll say about traits is don't get slow reader if you're on a server, as it will cause you to go insane IRL. Correct. I'm a slow reader in real life. I don't want to emulate that in this game. Like, the time it takes me to read one page, my wife has read a chapter. I mean, it's nuts. It's just crazy. I don't know what that woman did to get to read so fast, but I want that. Hopefully my mic is a little cleared up now, and I'll turn the game up too here in a minute. It looks like it's not quiet. Awesome. That's fantastic. Sounds better. So yeah, claustrophobic, you've got a couple options here. If you're on a server and sleep doesn't really matter, then you can just take up, what is it? You can take alcohol, like pop some alcohol, beta blockers, etc. And the panic is really only going to affect you indoors. It's going to drop as soon as you step outside into a larger area. So if you need to fight zombies inside and you want to deal with that panic, just kite them outside, and it's not that bad. And after a couple months of dealing with it, you're gonna lose claustrophobic. Pacifist will not make you deal less damage, from what I understand. It will only decrease the XP gain you get from using weapons. So you're not going to level up as fast, basically meaning if you've got the patience, this is a free 4 points. Prone to illness, same thing as slow healer. You're just going to want to check your wounds and make sure you're all right. Weak stomach, you have a higher chance to have food illness, but as long as you're cooking your food and not eating rotten food, you're not going to... This is a free 3 points. Cowardly, especially prone to becoming panicked. I mean, I'm already claustrophobic. I don't care about more panic. It's honestly I know Retinaro did another video on cowardly and brave, and I believe what he found was that it is not that significant. This is a free 2 points. Short-sighted, again, another Retinaro video. This man, he will test these traits in debug, and he has a lot of good information on his channel. and that's what I use to because I don't have the time to test traits. um, Burglar comes from, you know, this is taking the burglar profession. If you don't want to deal with leveling up your electronic and mechanic and you want to hotwire vehicles immediately, burglar is not a bad choice. If I didn't take burglar, I'd be taking like maybe park ranger or lumberjack. And instead of taking, I think instead of speed demon, I would take gymnast. Where's that at? Right here, gymnast. So let's see. Well, I could just, yeah, you take lumberjack and then, jeez, I got 6 points to spend. Now what? Yeah, I don't know what I would take, actually. This is what I assume my Axeman's build to be, but I don't know. I'm not going to mess with that. You don't need Gymnast if you take Burglar, because Burglar gives you what Gymnast would. I just saw that. 200 subs in a day. I mean, I think it went by like 300 or something close to that. It was crazy. I could go off on that for a while. That was nuts. All right, cat's eyes, you see better in the dark. The positive traits are, you know, some of them are traps, some of them aren't, but you kind of get it with the positive traits. This is my default man, and he looks, this is literally me. I may not ever put my face on the internet again, but if you want an approximation, if you see this guy in real life, it's probably me. So, you are spawning in. You've made your character. Unemployed is underrated, 8 fit and 9 strength with both the max athletic traits and only the basic negative traits. I'm going to have to play around with that. You know what? I was unemployed for a little while, and I never had 8 fitness and 9 strength. I about got to get more water. Alrighty. Okay, so your spawn house, right? So you're going to get panicked immediately if you follow what I just took, because game hates you. Fun thing I learned recently. It is not as important to tune in to every Life and Living TV episode. It is not really necessary anymore because we have VHS tapes. And so, you know, you just keep that in mind. You don't have to... Oh, that's really good. You don't have to... Hang on, I gotta catch up to what I'm looting because a lot of this is what I'm going to talk about. Could you make a vid about mods, like how to add them to your own server or use them with your friends? Absolutely, yes. That is in the pipeline. I'll be making that very soon. I think maybe if I follow... There's a VHS tape. I'll take that. That's low enough weight. Assuming I follow the list of things I want to make properly, I haven't so far. Then that should be in about a week or two, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I am playing ahead of what I wanted to talk about, but you will, you'll want to immediately spawn in, press C, start crouching, and move carefully through your house. I'm going to go ahead and close these curtains because I don't be trusting like that. And avoid canned foods. You really only need enough fresh food for the day or 2 days. There is more than enough food in your surrounding area. Any weapon will work. Kitchen knife, a griddle pan. Heck, this rolling pin would have worked. Just don't use utensils. Stay away from those. I actually didn't check the freezer. Look at that. I will absolutely take some steak. I'll take the ice cream only because I'll actually take that and eat it now because I have underweight and I should be, yeah, I need to get that up. So I will take that ice cream. Some essential items you're going to need are a can opener, which I got immediately, which fantastic. matches, any kind of bag, a water container, something I should have mentioned when I was over here. If anything spawns in the rooms, any kind of clothing, anything you can use to craft ripped sheets. I mean, you could use your own clothes if you had to. Ripped sheets are makeshift bandages. You're gonna want to keep a lot of those, especially if you've got what is it? Slow healer and prone to illness. You are weak. You're not a strong man. You are going to need to keep yourself bandaged up. And finally, you're gonna find a watch and a saw. Those are like the kind of, you can grab those in your first day. Probably be all right. There's some fellas over there. It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all. I mean, this is the part where I get cocky, right? That makes sense. If you want to, if you really, really want to, you can get him on your tail. And I'm making a little bit of a mistake standing up to walk like that. But open the window. Open the window for him. Let him in. I think he's already locked onto the window. Oh, I'll go ahead and try to open this. Yeah, there he is. So he should update at some point. Is he not on me anymore, fella? Hello? There we go. And you can just clobber him. Like, it's taking a bit with the panic, but there you go. You just clobber. And there we are. The house watch. What? I read house key. The digital watch. It's that easy. I mean, Windows are a little nuts for that. That is my big combat tip, is get them in a window. There are barely any videos about multiplayer and how to add mods to server, so it would be a godsend. I would happily fill that gap. That's something I want to do, is like, making the skills guides, those are fun, but I'm gonna run out eventually. So I want to start looking at like what's not being made and make that. So currently, hello, Abso96. I'm gonna call you Abs. I don't know if you get that often or not, but hello, good morning. Currently I am looking for a base, and there's a good, just an early temporary base. I may not stay there forever. There's a good rule of thumb is that you want to have 2 stories. You want to be able to get very far away from the zombies, and there is no further away than the second story. And as far as combat goes, you don't want to take on more than 1 or 2 in the beginning. I am currently in a predicament where this combat's probably gonna get the attention of everybody else. It might not. I'm not super sure on sound. Come on. You bully them. That's really all you're doing to these zombies. You just bully them. Can I rip these? No. Something you may want to do, if you ever feel like you're going to want to come back and loot some clothing, have some different clothing options, and you are going to want to keep some spare clothes with you. Whenever you kill a zombie, take its clothes off and put them on the floor. You don't got to store them anywhere. You don't got to take them with you. You don't got to loot it. Just kill them, put the clothes on the floor, come back later if you want them. And something else, if you got them on the floor like that, you can just keep, well, that one didn't cooperate. You can just kind of go back and forth and keep them down. And I will, not going to take that jacket, but I will put it down. And here we go, some clothing I can rip, and I think you can rip pants. You can rip pants, yes. There are denim pants where you have to have scissors to rip them. I think he's in that. Are you here? No? What? Where are you, dude? Probably around back. I'm gonna see if I can't sneak in and get him. Oh, it's that easy. Is that him? What the heck, man? Where is this guy? Oh, there he is. Okay. So I go over this in the video I'm making now, but with doors, you don't want to open that and see how many zombies are there. If you're fast enough, you can just hit it real quick. See, there's one. Okay, you can take one. If there's a group of them in there, odds are you can probably, oh, bandages. Odds are you can quickly and efficiently just open it, close it. You're fine. I'm not sure what would have happened if there was 20 zombies in here. I might not have made it. Sheets are very good for, well, I don't know how I spaced on that. Covering windows. I'll go ahead and do it right now just to show you. Hit add sheet. There you go. You've got a little window thing. And to close your curtains, there's actually a stinking keyboard shortcut for closing windows I didn't know about. You can hit Shift and E and you're good to go. It's nuts. So I am pretty set on a weapon, a backup weapon, and some food. If I could find more ice cream, that's fantastic. Why? I'm not even sure I want to take all these. I'm going to eat them immediately, so it doesn't matter. I'm just going to chow down and get some weight up on my bones. Gosh. Good luck on the playthrough. Thank you. Are you going to continue with this character, or is this just a one-off thing? I'll continue, yeah. I've got I've got maybe 3 other streams with this character, preferably this character planned. If I've got to remake one, I'll probably do it off screen. Or I won't. It depends on what you guys are wanting. Something else, another key item you're going to want to look out for is beginner and intermediate books. You're going to want to take those with you. If you've got the space for them. I wouldn't put a focus on them if you don't. There's a good chance that car is not going to get me anywhere, but I'll fight for it. There's a good chance you won't have space for it. What I'm finding today, funnily enough, is I never had space before because I was carrying so many canned goods. That leather jacket, I'm taking that. That one, it just looked sick. This car is banged up, man. Does it even work? Oh, it's a car wreck. There's no way this works. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yikes. Okay. Oh, right. You're gonna want to find and maintain a source of a water container. There we go. And that'll be anything like a bowl, a cup, whatever. I'm gonna go check out this house to see if I can find one. Do you recommend Apocalypse or Survivor? Custom sandbox, and you know, like Jovic and Ab said, tweak it to your liking. I am playing this on Survivor, I think, because I just wanted to quick get in there and do it. But yeah, definitely go into sandbox and tweak it to be how you want it. It's very, I don't know if I'd call it intuitive, but it is very in depth. Oh, somebody committed suicide in here. I'm not sure if I can say that on YouTube. Whoops. Padded pants. That's not bad for wind resistance, but I'll leave those here just in case. How do books work? I don't get any XP while I'm reading them. You won't. How they work, I should not be checking my map before I check the house. How they work is they will give you an XP boost. So it's the same as like watching it on TV. No, it's not. Watching it on TV gives you the experience. Like, I just got experience for sneaking. That's scary. Somebody's here. You had chili going and you decided to end it? What? Hello? All right. Yeah, some problems. Books boost the amount of XP you get from XP things. Yes. So if you are reading the book for the XP boost, and then you also edit it and say commit die. I'm live, bro. I can't edit. What I say is what I say. Actually, this empty bleach bottle is fantastic. I can use that to hold water. Oh, man. I want to Come on. I'd like to... What am I saying? What was I saying? I'd like to cook this pot of stew. I know I was going to say that. Let's get you to a good 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm going to cook some stew. Wait, there could be bleach in this. I'm not cooking this stew. She could have poisoned it. I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter because I've got what I came here for. I have that empty bleach bottle. And without having to clean it, you can fill it with water and it works. It should not kill you. What are we talking about before I don't know. I'm gonna grab this sponge and I'm going to clean myself. So for example, I'm level 1 in carpentry. I read a beginner's book, then I had to dismantle something. I'll get more XP. Yes, I think once you start reading the book, you start getting the benefits. I may be wrong on that. I'm not sure. So you may want to test that out for yourself, but I believe that's how it works. Shift scrolling is an easy way to switch between containers without clicking. You know, I learned about that recently, and thank you for that. It's not in my, like, muscle memory, I guess. There's got to be a zombie around here if I'm getting XP. There is, right there. May or may not latch onto me. I don't really care if they do or don't. The griddle pan is not the best weapon, but it's not a bad weapon. 3 times XP when you read the whole book. There you go. There you go. I'll take that. The shoes? Shoes? I'll put those shoes on. Sir? It's... Combat in the beginning is, you just gotta be methodical. You just gotta be slow and steady. I'm going to check what's in this shed, and then I'm going to start on my next little tip, which is going to utilize the new foraging feature. And there's an empty bottle right here. I don't got to be drinking from a bleach container. Oh, well. I will take this garbage bag and happily use it to offset some of my weight. A lot of this stuff, I would like to find a car and just start storing it in a car. Preferably a car that's not... a wreck, an actual wreck. But for now, I can just toss all of my crap into this second container, and it will be, as my wife says, daijoubu desu. I don't know if that was proper, or if that means what I think it means. You start gaining multiplier times 1 at 1/3 of the book, gaining the full 3 XP boost after finishing the book. There you go. There's a generator right here. Okay. And some metalworking stuff. I almost said Metal Gear. Okay. I'm going to add that note. Why? Oh, I'm on the map. I didn't know they did that. That's kind of disgusting. I don't want to see that. I hated looking at that. Terribly. Generator plus metal working equipment. I meant to say equipment, but I'll just put a circle there, an X here, here, and here. I think what I'm gonna do is circle around this neighborhood and just pick one of these houses to turn into a base. Yep, that's a pretty good start to a... What am I thinking of? What's the word I need to say? That's a pretty good start to metalworking right there. Okay, so something you're going to want to do to sort of set up for your... Oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Come on, Jay. Your base. Temporary base. You want to get into foraging quickly because otherwise you're relying on finding... finding just tools. Like you'll need a hammer. You'll need... It's probably telling me about the skirt is what it was worrying me about. You want the tools. You're gonna like start relying on finding a hammer out in the wild, and those don't get made in the wild. You need to find chipped stone, tree branches, and some twigs and whatnot. Make yourself your own stone hammer. Don't rely on the environment, or I guess the zombies, to provide a hammer for you. And get to work dismantling, disassembling, whatever it is. Did I see a gun? There's a gun in there. Guys, Riverside's busted. Start Riverside all the time. Okay. Yep. 2 guns. You're kidding me. There's nothing in this house. This is a house that's for sale. You ain't doing nothing here. I want to go back in there, actually. I want to mark this as having 2 shotguns. And once again, that's me. I didn't know the game did that. That's disgusting to look at. Okay. Here we are. Oh, shoot. Okay, if that car works, that's probably a worthwhile endeavor, actually. And I might just be getting too cocky. Yeesh. So, the thing is, none of these houses are 2-story. That is a pretty big factor in whether or not you decide to make a base somewhere. You want that 2nd story for added protection, added defense. Sir, I need to find out what this is. There we go, twigs. That's what I needed. And here's that guy taken care of. I will put your jeans, your shirt, and your sneakers on the floor. I have enough rip bandages, thank you. Let's see, what do you need here for a hammer? Not a gammer, a hammer. A tree branch, stone, and ripped sheets. So yeah, that's what you're looking for. Tree branch, stone, ripped sheets. Foraging isn't easy. It's not fun either. I take that back. That was mostly a joke. I do enjoy foraging a lot more now than I did previously. So you kind of just want to do this. It's a little boring, and it's not exactly exciting, but for me, it's more engaging and immersive than navigating a menu, you know? Like, oh, I need to take that lumberjack shirt for sure. That's mine for sure, bub. Thank you very much. I love that this game is getting the attention it deserves. Absolutely. I can't explain how ecstatic it makes me that what's the word I'm looking for? That we hit, what was it? 300,000 concurrent players? Was that the number? I could be totally wrong. I might be misremembering or something. I'm gonna keep searching in this woods until that zombie horde kind of falls away. But yeah, no, we're getting, like, this game is just getting huge, and it's wonderful. Like, I hope they get I hope they can keep this up, and like just the things that I think this game could do, the things it's already doing is just fantastic. It's just incredible. And I'm only getting twigs. I take it back. This game is horrid, and I plague be upon ye. Absolutely sickening. I truly don't know if just 50K playing right now, that's incredible, man. I love that. Oh, I saw you moving. He looks just like me. Scissors, there we go. I was going to tell you guys to pick up some scissors. Do you think that updates will be pushed out quicker because the amount of support has gotten from the rush of players? I think they're going to stick to the plan they've had so far. I mean, it's been working. I would prefer they don't push out updates and that they kind of keep it how they've had it, you know. They waited And I mean, there was a big push for getting multiplayer, but they waited until it was stable and at least stable enough to play. And it still had some issues, but I mean, it's fun. Like, I'm glad they waited that long. Tree branch? Tree branch. There we go. I need some stones now. Why am I getting over encumbered? Here, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. One of these got to go. Lumberjack shirt's going. I will straight up eat this pear. And for my next trick, where's that ice cream? I'm going to get rid of... the ice cream's not actually affecting my weight very much. What is, though? 15 out of 15? That's kind of nuts. I don't need these twigs. I can get rid of those twigs for now. Scissors can go in here, and we'll be all right. Yeah, I just need some stones, and then we're good to go. I've got my crafting recipe done. I need 1 stone. I thought I needed a chipstone. That's a little better. But yeah, they had a nice, consistent, and I think a perfect, not perfect really, but just a very good method about it, where they would wait until something was, oh brother, I don't know if you're poisonous or not, get out of here. Where they would wait until it was done and then release it. And I mean, I would rather them do that than notice that they've got this this attention and then kind of squander it, you know? Valheim is doing the right thing. They aren't pushing out updates, and they got 500k peak players. Just take your time, devs. Absolutely. Game development. Oh, I seem to have acquired a following. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to get all these fellas coming at me. And I am going to hide. Well, crap. So here's the fun part. That window strat, it's good, but I'm scared. And also, this is they're all attached to that window right now. They're more focused on that window than they are on me. If I can get out and around, then that's going to be perfect. I think that one got a hold of me, but 1 as opposed to like 8, I'll take it. That's easy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go around this forest and or this little woods area, and you know, I'll look for some stones while I'm doing it. They probably have more resources to be able to acquire some more devs, not necessarily rush out unstable updates. That is true. I can see them being able to afford more help and hiring more people, and I think that is the route they're going to take. But I think above all, that I think that's the focus they should have, is on consistency over rushing out updates. Twigs, I'm not into twigs. Please get that out of my face. That's interesting. I am losing carry capacity. Is this Muldrow? No, this is Riverside. I went over earlier how Riverside is the easiest one to get started on because it has a low population and whatnot. And I wanted to make this as easy for me as possible because I am horribly inept. It's all a facade, guys. All a joke. I'm not good at this game. Alrighty, hey. Did I whisper that? Okay, I must have. Sir? He kind of flew, huh? That one's a lightweight. Okay, there we go. Got him down. But I need to get on top of him, and that's not going to happen. There we go. Okay, so this one I can kind of just push off and murder you. Murder you. It's all easy. It's all that easy. So I think most of them should still be over there. A good chunk of them. That car is right there. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get in the house and then get their attention. 4 is a lot easier to deal with than whoever was following me. I don't like you have to pick up the item before identifying it. Yeah, that's a little odd. But I think they're going to keep working on that. I think it was a great place to start with an overhaul, but it definitely needs some tweaks, some updates. Okay, so close that window. Turn these lights off. Who's paying your light bill? All right, and now need to be very... Oh, hello! How are you doing? Man, what's... Ah, man, okay, the 3D update where they added 3D models to stuff. I love that so much. This is just fantastic. Man. Okay, so now I think I could just get their attention by... I'm gonna open that window. Nope, that didn't work. Oh, they're just kind of going away. Okay, if I wait a minute, they might just leave. But I am going to leave this door open, just in case they spot me and decide I am a prime target, because they probably will. First things first, I want to see... Oh, hello. You have very high perception, don't you? I can take on one, that's fine. This one's got scissors in her back, too. Okay, now the group is coming. You're dead. I was right, it is scissors, and I want to kill you in here. Hey, hey! What in the world? You? Okay, yes. A couple of them, yes. Come on, there we go. And then the one right here. See, it's just strategy. It's tactics. I mean, it doesn't get easier than this, guys. Seems like you should be able to tell it's a stick before putting it in your pocket. Absolutely, yeah. I mean, come on, come on. Okay, if this works, then I will very, very, very happily call the stream here. I know it's getting interesting, but I think you're kidding me. You are kidding me. It's low on gas, but that's fine. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Yeah, let me check the to-do list and the pipeline real quick to make sure I can give you a definitive time. Yes, okay, so I'm going to get this car hot-wired. I might make this place my temporary base, but that will happen on Friday. I will come back to this later in the week. The one thing that kills me, come on, where is it, is that I have to smash this window because I don't have the keys. So with a broken window and 20 cigarettes, even though I didn't take smoker, that would have been fantastic if I had taken smoker, I think this is going to be the play. Oh, and it starts. Oh, fantastic. Okay. That is wonderful, wonderful news. I'm going to put my crap in the back of this truck, give you the rundown for next stream, and then we are going to have a very nice and pleasant day. Every single one of us. What's usually your favorite thing to do base-wise? Okay, so I did a video on this, and it pretty much lines up. You find a 2-story house, you break down the stairs, and you live up there in the 2nd story forever. Otherwise, and I mean, more realistically, I'll say, I like cabins, like little cabins out in the woods. I like those. I thought at one point I would like the typical McCoy's Logging Corporation company. I don't know what it's called, but I don't really like the big, huge mansion bases. I like just little, I wouldn't say intimate places, but like this little house here. It's cozy. I guess that's what I like. I like cozy. I like the medical building in Muldra for that. That's a good one, yeah. Oh yeah. Do you play the zombies respawning option turned on or off? I feel like if I turn it off respawning, I'll run out of zombies. I actually don't know what the spawning mechanic is, but I typically play, I think, with them respawning. I think. Let's see. What am I? Nope, nope, nope. Don't drop it there. Drop it here. Thank you. I usually play in one of the presets just to like get up and go. I don't like mess around in the menus too much, but I feel like it's on by default, is it not? Otherwise, I think you sleep, and if I'm guessing, that's when they start kind of spawning or while you're going around. You can turn respawning down a lot. That's what I do, and it helps for the long run. There you go. You know, we're coming down to like 10:30 p.m., so I do actually feel like I have survived a day. And I mean, it's got a pretty good dang old start here. I mean, we got a working car. Do you know how long it took me to find a working car in West Point? Like, I think I checked about 8 or 10 vehicles and like 2 worked. You can set them to respawn after like a week with only 30% respawning. That sounds pretty good. I'm gonna have to remind myself to back up this save. That way if I die, we can just go back and pretend nothing happened, right? So the agenda for Friday, same time I think will work out. I'm going to continue my search for a hammer and build myself up a nice little temporary base in here. Hopefully get it all barricaded and whatnot, and I should have my weapon attached if I'm going to search for zombies. All right. Let's see. Can I go ahead and sleep? I'm too panicked to sleep. So here's something, if you don't mind being a little, what's the word I'm looking for? Cheesy. If you're in a very tight space and you don't want to not sleep all night, you can fast forward time until the panic goes away, and I don't know what happened there. Fast forward time so the panic goes away, and eventually you can just hit sleep and you're fine. The northern warehouse in Muldra was great. Lots of space for cars inside, great upstairs, easy access to massive roof, enough to feed a small server with a farm. I'll have to check that out. Oh, hey, that's playing. That could be dangerous. All right, so day 2 on Friday, I'll be focusing on turning this base, or this home, into a base. Mostly by going through all the neighbors' houses and tearing up everything I can. Let's see, where did I end up coming to? I think I'm in here. Yeah, right here in the G. That's where I'm at. That kind of blows, but whatever. Oh, I can go take those shotguns and put them in my car. I gotta write that on my my to-do list. Glad I caught the end of the stream, Matsy. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I absolutely will. I'm glad you got to come by. Same time on Friday. Hopefully I can turn this home into a home. I am excited. I didn't know. Okay, something I didn't know for real. Mustard is in this game. I didn't know we had mustard at all, which only implies we have ketchup, which means I can make a hot dog. And nothing brings me more comfort than knowing that. Okay, so those guys are still bugging, and they're coming at me, which is a good time to end the stream and close out of the game. That's a fantastic time to quit. Respawn is annoying. I've spent hours clearing an area on a server only to come back the next day for it to be repopulated. I can imagine Respawn making the mall and places like that just abysmal. Just abysmal. I Yeesh. Close those curtains? Absolutely. I'm about to put up more curtains. I might even just ruin the windows and barricade them. I don't typically mess with windows. I heavily rely on my ears, I think. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming out, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again on Friday. Hopefully you guys all have a very good